Greetings, this is Matt from NOECA, and I'm here to show you how to submit your new report cards and your report card changes for the 1920 school year. Those are due by June 7th. First, what you're going to want to do is go to the NOECA website, www.noeca.org. Once you're there, you're going to see quick links on the left, and underneath quick links, you're going to see Help Desk Portal, and that's where we're going to go. You're going to need a Help Desk Portal account to submit your report card changes. If you don't have one, go ahead and contact me at matt, M-A-T-T, at noeca.org. That's my email, and let me know if you can't get in. Your email should be your username of your email address at your district. That will be your username, and your password should have been emailed to you a long time ago. If you don't know what that is, you can always contact me and I can help you get in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click login here in the Help Desk portal, and I'm just going to use an email here for a test. This is my test account email. Now I'm currently logged into the system, and you're going to see where you would usually submit your request for fiscal services, library services, or network services, or student services. And now you'll notice that there is an additional link for a report card change. So since I'm going to submit a report card change, I'm going to go ahead and hit that. Now you'll notice that you have the usual stuff when you submit a request or a ticket, where you put in your summary and your request description. And in addition here, I'm going to go ahead and scroll this up, give myself a little more room here. We have some additional boxes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put in my submission for my new report card. I'm going to go ahead and say I have a new report, or a new, let's say, first grade. Now, if you were going to have some kind of changes or something, or have additional notes, you can go ahead and enumerate them here. You know, do this, then do that, so on and so forth. And you can put in all your different changes that you want to put to an existing card if you have that. You can even click this little A box and give yourself more room to write if you want to see the whole thing here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and to add an attachment here. So I'm going to attach my example document. So I'm going to come out here, I'm going to select the file, I'm going to go to my desktop, and I'm going to do my crazy card, of course. Open that up. You can see my crazy card selected here, and I'm going to go ahead and submit this RTF example for my report card. And you can see right here at the paperclip that we have a attachment there for this. Now there are 3 required fields. You got to say what this report card is. So this is going to be our first grade report card. Or let's just put this new first grade report card. And then I have to go ahead and give my summer contact phone number. Somebody has to be available in the summer to be contacted if there's questions on these changes. So there should be a number that is going to be good for somebody to be contacted. And then my summer email. So also an email where I can get source that person can be contacted. Now if you're going to have a certain person who needs to be contacted and it's not you, you can go ahead and say, you know, up here, you know, please contact whoever that individual is. And then I'm just going to go ahead and state that her info is put down in there. Now if this is a brand new report card, which this one is, I'm going to go ahead and check this report card. By the way, this report card title, the summer phone number, and the summer email are all required. It will not let you submit a ticket unless you put in those 3 fields there. Also your summary and description. Adding an attachment is optional, but we usually like it if you send an attachment. If you're doing a global change, let's say you're changing your scale and you want to change your scale on all your cards, you can say this is a K through 6 change, and when down here you can just check that this will be a global change to all of our cards. We're changing the scale on, let's say, our K through 6 cards. We're going from a 8-point scale to a 10-point scale or whatever. You put those details up here in the description, and then you would just say this is a global change amongst all of our cards. That way we'll know that we need to touch every card in your district. But since I'm just going ahead and submitting this as a new report card for first grade, I've got my summary, I've got my description, I've got my title, my summer contact information, and I've checked that this is a new card. I'm just going to go ahead and hit submit, and that's all there is to it. You just put in your summary, description, put your attachment. It tells me right here my request has been submitted. It's 1871. That's always the number I can use to reference my submission to check to see what's going on with it. I'm going to go ahead and press OK. I can now see that I have 5 open requests in the system. If I click in there, I can see all 5 of my open requests. I can also see that right away I'm being emailed that over here that there's a new report card submission. You'll see that basically when you create a new report card, or whenever you create a request in here, it does email us to tell us that that request has been submitted. So hopefully that answers everybody's questions. Should be real simple. Click report card change, give a summary, give a description, put that title, phone number, and email, and then you can check whether it's a new report, if it's a new card or a global change amongst all your cards. Ignore the review and created date. I'll put those in later when I review the changes with you and when I actually create a new card. So that's something for me to fill in. So don't worry about that. If you have any questions, abandon this. No, don't. Yeah, I'm not abandoning that request. But if you have any questions, contact me at matt@noeca.org, and I'll be happy to help you out with anything you need. Thanks. Bye.